Hi, very good evening, everyone. I'm Suniti, mentor at Geeks for Geeks. So, welcome to amazing session. Like today, we are having day 7 of Geek Olympics. So, I welcome you all in that. And you must have already understood from the title about everything that we are planning to discuss today. But for those of you who require a better understanding, so the session is going to be about Kotlin, the future of Android development, and also I'll be taking Q&A sessions at the end of the session. Now let's welcome our special guest Soumya Singh, who is a software engineer at Red Hat and also an influential content creator. Hi Soumya.
Hi Suniti, hi everyone.
All right Soumya, thanks for joining us for the session today. So yeah, let's get the session started.
Sure thing. Let's get started. And yes, I want to share a screen to explain things. We will talk. We will be talking about Kotlin, that is the future of Android development today. So okay, let me present my screen. Okay, let me know Suniti if it's visible. Let me do the screencast. Yes. So is my screen visible, Suniti? All right. So let's wait for a few more people to tune in and we'll start shortly in a minute. Perfect. So, Kotlin, the future of Android development. So, a lot many students are there who keep on asking this thing very often that, why Kotlin and not Java for developing application, for developing the Android application. So, basically, in this session, I will try to make everything crisp and clear to you. Kotlin क्यों use करना चाहिए, why Kotlin and why it's the official language for developing Android application, and especially like when we are in college. So even when I was in my college, I had this doubt like we usually study those standard languages like industry standard language like Java, C++, or some people even prefer Python for our placements for getting the internship, right? So even for DSA, data structure algorithm, I also studied Java. And initially, in the initial years of my engineering, I used to do Android application development using Java heavily, right? But later on, like the hype for Kotlin came in. I mean, Kotlin, which is by Google only, they introduced it, and in 2017, in the Google I/O, they announced it as the official language, right? So even many of the biggest startups, many companies out there who have their product, who have their app in written in Java, they are kind of migrating into Kotlin, and there are specific reasons for that, right? So let's understand basic things about Kotlin. That is, what is Kotlin and why Kotlin, and where do we use Kotlin, right? So obviously, I mean, by the topic, by the title of this session, Kotlin, the future of Android development, यू वुड हैव गॉट अ बेसिक आइडिया कि हाँ भाई लाइक कॉटलिन एक ऐसी लैंग्वेज है जो कि एंड्रॉयड डेवलपमेंट के लिए हेवली यूज की जाती है, राइट? परफेक्ट. So Kotlin is a statically typed object oriented language. It targets JVM, Android, and even JavaScript as well. And today, kind of, we will heavily focus on the Android aspect of it because, I mean, Kotlin, if we see the use case or application, it's heavily in the Android domain, and there are plenty of reasons of this why Android people use Kotlin so much. It can do anything that Java can. It combines object oriented and functional programming features together. But remember that it's not a functional language, it's object oriented language. It was developed and maintained by JetBrains. It's open source and released under Apache OSS license. So this is the statistic of Kotlin developers. 2016, 156K developers were using Kotlin, and like growing, it's kind of growing rapidly. In 2017, 700K, and then 2.2 million. Based on a recent survey, Kotlin is one of the like heavily preferred and simple, like sought after language. When you ask developers who have worked with Kotlin, they kind of are in love with this language because of the simplicity that this language provides to you. It is model as well as pragmatic. That is, it is not about very much about the theory knowledge. It focuses on practical stuff more. It believes in practicality more than theory stuff. This is the timeline of Cotton. Whenever we are going to learn anything new, like कॉलेज टाइम में जब हम सी प्लस प्लस, लाइक मेरे लिए तो स्कूल टाइम में सी प्लस प्लस वॉज देयर, देन जावा, तो कोई भी लैंग्वेज पढ़ने से पहले हम उसकी हिस्ट्री पढ़ते हैं कि वो लैंग्वेज कैसे बनी थी, किसने बनाई, कब बनाई, एंड कब वो लेट से डेवलपर्स यूज करने लगे एंड कहाँ पे उनका यूज होता है. ये सारी चीजें काफी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट? तो आई लर्न सी प्लस प्लस देन जावा कॉलेज में, एंड जावा में ही डीएसए वगैरह हेवली किया, एंड्रॉइड डेवलपमेंट भी जावा में काफी ज्यादा किया, एंड देन कॉटलिन में शिफ्ट हो गए. काफी सारे जो ओपन सोर्स प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, गूगल कोडिन एक इवेंट ओपन सोर्स प्रोग्राम था जिसमें आई वॉज मेंटर विद टू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, अनीता बी डॉट ऑर्ग एज वेल एज मिफोज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. तो इन दोनों ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में पहले एप्स जो थे इनके एंड्रॉयड एप्लीकेशंस, दे काइंड ऑफ रोट इट इन जावा and then they were migrating it to Kotlin. So I heavily kind of contributed to these stuff as well, like GitLab पे इनके projects थे, and सारे features kind of ये migrate कर रहे थे from Java to Kotlin. and in programs के अंदर like GCI में भी, GSOC में काफ़ी सारे ऐसे issues थे जिसमें स्टूडेंट्स पर आस्क कि आप ऐसा मतलब फीचर क्रिएट करो या फिर रीफैक्टर करो कोड को एंड कॉटलिन में पूरा आप लिखो. एक बेनिफिट ये होता है जावा और कॉटलिन में जो हम कोड लिख रहे होते हैं, सेम प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर, लेट से आप एक शॉपिंग ऐप बना रहे हो, राइट? तो शॉपिंग ऐप के अंदर उसी प्रोजेक्ट में आपके जावा और कॉटलिन दोनों फाइल्स प्रेजेंट हो सकती है. This is kind of, you can say, beauty of working with Java and Kotlin. ऐसा नहीं है कि स्क्रैच से आपको एक नया पूरा प्रोजेक्ट बनाना होगा. यू कैन इजिली माइग्रेट स्टफ. आई मीन मिंत्रा और काफ़ी सारे ऐसे कंपनीज हैं, स्टार्टअप्स हैं, जिनके जो एंड्रॉयड एप्लीकेशन है, दे आर मिक्स ऑफ बोथ द फाइल्स. कुछ फाइल्स जो है, कुछ कोड जावा में लिखा हुआ है, कुछ कॉटलिन में लिखा हुआ है. सो कॉटलिन जो है वो 2010 में द प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्टेड. 2016 में कॉटलिन 1.0 लॉन्च हुआ, एंड लॉन्च होते ही इसके 156K, दैट इज 1,56,000 डेवलपर्स इसको यूज करने लगे फॉर डिफरेंट यूज केसेस. एंड देन ऑफिशियली इसको एंड्रॉयड के लिए ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज बताया गया 2017 में गूगल आयो में, एंड देन 2018 में कॉटलिन 1.3 एंड काइंड ऑफ गोज ऑन. मतलब एक लैंग्वेज जब रिलीज होती है उसके बाद वो काफ़ी सारे उसके वर्जन आते जाते हैं, अपग्रेड्स आते जाते हैं, राइट? So Kotlin is a programming language for heavily these four things. Number one, JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine. I will tell in detail मतलब JVM में कैसे कहाँ यूज होता है. एंड Kotlin को एक JVM लैंग्वेज भी बोला जाता है. Kotlin is a JVM लैंग्वेज. अब ऐसा क्यों बोला जाता है? सी आई मीन काफ़ी बार ऐसा होता है कि हम कोई चीज़ पढ़ रहे होते हैं, कोई नई चीज़ ग्रास्प करते हैं, तो हमें लगता है कि मे बी ये ओवर इन्फॉर्मेशन होगा या ज़्यादा चीज़ होगी. बट ट्रस्ट मी, आई मीन ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें, कभी कभी इंटरव्यूज़ में क्या होता है, लेट्स से आपको क्वेश्चंस दिए गए डीएसए के, या फिर आप मान लीजिए किसी कंपनी में सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग टीम में जा रहे हो, उनके एंड्रॉयड टीम में जा रहे हो, राइट? तो ये बेसिक नॉलेज लाइक कॉटलिन कहाँ पे यूज़ होता है, क्यों यूज़ होता है, वाई इट इज़ कॉल्ड जेवीएम लैंग्वेज, ये बेसिक चीज़ें पता होनी चाहिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी पेटीएम में एंड्रॉयड टीम में हायरिंग चल रही है, राइट? एंड इफ यू वांट टू अप्लाई देयर एज सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर फॉर देयर एंड्रॉयड टीम, तो ऑब्वियसली यू मस्ट हैव अ डिसेंट नॉलेज कैसे एंड्रॉयड ऐप्स बनाते हैं, कॉटलिन कैसे क्या होता है, जावा क्या होता है, एपीआई कॉल्स, ये सारी चीज़ें आपको आनी चाहिए, राइट? सो कॉटलिन का यूज़ जेवीएम में होता है. एंड्रॉयड के लिए होता है, ब्राउजर एंड नेटिव के लिए भी दिस प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज इज यूज्ड फॉर. सो इट इज ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड लैंग्वेज. ये आपको बिल्कुल अच्छे से मतलब it combines the feature of functional as well as object oriented language, but it is object oriented language. Don't confuse it कि ये functional language है, right? And it is a better language than Java, but is still to be fully interoperable with Java code. It is sponsored by Google, announced as one of the official languages for Android development in 2017. So it has lot of good tooling, and it's compatible with Java. Like I will try to show, अगर हमारे पास सेशन में टाइम बचेगा, I will try to show you how you can have mix of both the files, like Java Kotlin code आप एक ही प्रोजेक्ट में रख सकते हो. एंड इट इज फ्रॉम जेट ब्रेन्स. टूलिंग इसके पास कैसे अच्छी है, सो कोड कंप्लीशन फीचर यू विल गेट, यू विल लाइक ऑल द फीचर, लाइक किसी भी आईडी में किसी भी लैंग्वेज में आप जब कोड लिखने जाते हो, सो एज अ डेवलपर वी प्रेफर कि हमें सारी चीज़ें स्मूथ वेल ओरिएंटेड सब कुछ मिले, राइट? तो Kotlin, though it's a new language, it has everything that a developer needs. I mean, I have been coding in Kotlin since long now. I mean, स्टार्टिंग जावा से किया था, एंड्रॉयड ऐप्स कोड करना, एंड देन कॉटन में शिफ्ट हुए थे. सो इट हैज ऑलमोस्ट एवरीथिंग दैट वी एज सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर्स और डेवलपर नीड. रीफैक्टरिंग भी है, यू कैन डू रीफैक्टर. देर आर सम एक्सटेंशन, इन बिल्ट एक्सटेंशन एज वेल, एंड्रॉयड स्टूडियो में भी है, जिसकी हेल्प से आप अपने कोड को डायरेक्टली जावा टू कॉटलिन कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो. ठीक है, inspections and like multiple features are there which you can use, and as I told already, it can be easily mixed with Java code as well. Okay, and yes, you can have Java and Kotlin code both in one project. I have done it multiple times. अब जो new projects हम बनाते हैं starting से, let's say आपका कोई client है, जैसे maybe portfolio app चाहिए, कुछ उनके startup के लिए app बनाना है, कुछ features हैं उनके mind में. तो if you are going to develop from scratch, so obviously you would prefer कि पूरा Kotlin में ही हो. But जो पुराने heavy softwares हैं, heavy application है, जो कि पूरी kind of thousands of lakhs of lines of code जावा में है, तो ऑब्वियसली उनको रीफैक्टर करने में टाइम लगेगा, राइट? एंड स्टिल मेनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस आर देयर फॉर whom this process is going on, like they are refactoring, they are converting their code from Java to Kotlin for better readability. काफ़ी सेफ है, नल पॉइंटर एक्सेप्शन जो कि हम जावा में इतना ज़्यादा फेस करते हैं, वो चीज़ कॉटलिन में काफ़ी कम हो जाती है, राइट? yes, it is modern, like concise, safe, expressive. अब ये सारे फीचर्स का क्या मतलब है वो आई विल एक्सप्लेन शॉर्टली. एंड इट हैज़ दिस एक्सटेंशन एज वेल, convert Java to Kotlin. Okay, like in Android Studio, I'll try to show you by the end of the session. So how it is concise? So it drastically reduced the amount of boilerplate code. I mean, in Java, if we write something in 10 lines, तो वही चीज you can write in Kotlin in kind of 4 to 5 lines. I mean, it's very precise and simple. And you will feel when you will start writing, starting में ऐसा लगेगा कि क्यों नई लैंग्वेज हमें सीखनी है. बट एक बार जब आप Kotlin सीख लोगे, then you will understand that, oh wow, this is so cool. I mean, जावा में हम इतना कुछ अननेसेसरी लिख रहे होते हैं, वो सारी चीज़ें एलिमिनेट हो जाती हैं, चीज़ें बिल्कुल सिंपल हो जाती हैं, कंसाइज हो जाती हैं इन कॉटलिन. एंड इट इज़ सेफ एज वेल. इट अवॉइड इंटायर क्लासेस ऑफ एरर्स लाइक नल पॉइंटर एक्सेप्शन. अगर आप एप्स बनाते हैं और जावा में आप कोड लिखते आए हैं, तो आपको पता होगा कि नल पॉइंटर एक्सेप्शन इज़ सो काइंड ऑफ डिफिकल्ट टू हैंडल. मतलब कभी कभी अनएक्सपेक्टेड क्रैशेस, ऐप में क्रैश हो जाता है बिकॉज ऑफ नल पॉइंटर एक्सेप्शन, राइट? सो कॉटलिन इज़ वेरी इजी टू डील विद. आई मीन, आपके पास नल सेफ कॉल आप करोगे तो कुछ भी क्रैश नहीं होगा. इट विल चेक बिफोर इट मेक द कॉल, राइट? एंड इट इज़ interoperable as well, 100% compatible with Java. It support Android browser as well as native, and it tool friendly as well. It has excellent tooling support from JetBrains. So how it is concise? Obviously more than Java. You would need to write approximately 40% fewer lines of code compared to Java, and this is like much simpler as compared to Java. I've already told it, right? we are kind of going through quickly with the features of Kotlin. It's feature rich as well as it is easy to learn programming language. If you already know any object oriented programming language like C++, Java, or any for that matter, you will find learning Kotlin very, very easy. I mean, basic syntax changes are there and they are so easy to grasp in because the syntax is designed in a way which is which makes a lot of sense while writing code. I mean, you yourself will realize that okay, why was I writing so long piece of code in Java? Like Kotlin is literally that much simple. And if you have come from a Java background, you would indeed find it very easy to learn. So where Kotlin is used: number one, you can use Kotlin to build Android applications. Number two, Kotlin can also compile to JavaScript and making it available for the front end. Okay. And it is also designed to work well for web development and server side development. So Kotlin is used by many of the industry giants as well, like Atlassian, JetBrains, Basecamp, Pinterest. Like a lot, many organizations are there, Gradle, Coursera, etc. And like these are a limited number of organizations. Apart from that, many startups. I mean, if you see Android application of any product, you can kind of assume that they would have written it in Kotlin, if not web app. Okay. So now let's talk about how you can set up the Kotlin development environment. Okay. So there are two ways actually. One is the Kotlin playground and the other is IDE. So I will come on Kotlin playground soon and I will try to write some basic code which will help you understand things in a better way, that what is Kotlin, how Kotlin is written. And before that, let me quickly show you the IDE way also. So if you use some sort of IDE like IntelliJ or any for that matter like Eclipse, whatever is your favorite IDE, so you can configure Kotlin there as well. So for that, this is the development environment needed. For development, you will need Java, at least JDK 8, or like any IDE, not specifically IntelliJ, any IDE for that matter. So any IDE which supports Java will support Kotlin as well. So you would be thinking, if we are going to write code in Kotlin, then why am I saying like I have to install Java? So that is because Kotlin is a JVM language. Now you would be thinking, what exactly is a JVM language? So JVM is short for Java Virtual Machine, and any language which can be compiled into bytecode. Like if I write something .kt in .kt or maybe .java, if I compile both of these, they are converted into bytecode. Okay. And anything which can be converted, any programming language which after compilation can we can, if we can get it in as bytecode, then that is a JVM language. So basically, a JVM language is a programming language that can execute perfectly on a Java virtual machine, and JVM is responsible for these things. Basically, let me explain what is a JVM. So, Java virtual machine is a virtual machine which enables a computer to run Java program as well as any other program written in like any language that can be compiled to Java bytecode. So any piece of code which can be compiled into bytecode, that is a JVM language. I mean, JVM just need bytecode. That's it. If it's Kotlin, okay. If we can like compile JavaScript into bytecode, then that also can be executed with the help of JVM. Perfect. So let me now give you a quick go through of how a Hello World program in Kotlin looks like. So the concept is very much similar to any other programming language. Main is the entry point for Kotlin code as well. So fun is a keyword in Kotlin. To create functions, we use the fun keyword, fun, and then the name of the function. So here the name of the function is main, and after that we have a set of parameters. Okay, we have a set of parameters. Inside this, we pass some parameters, like you can pass one parameter, two parameter, anything. And then this is the body of the function. Body of the function. Perfect. So main is the entry point for the Kotlin code as well. So if you write any code in Kotlin, then main will be the entry point, like in C++ or Java as well. Okay, so JVM looks for this method while running your program. Whenever you will compile, you will click on the run button. So JVM will look for the main function. If you have written main function, so whatever is there inside this, the first line of code that will be executed, and then second, third, kind of executional. It line by line the code will be executed. Perfect. All right. So let me now quickly show you the Kotlin playground where we will be writing code today. Okay. So perfect. Let me open up the Kotlin playground. So this is your Kotlin playground. If you don't have any kind of IDE or any such thing, then you can simply, uh, write Kotlin playground and click on the first link. This is official playground for Kotlin. So if you are learning Kotlin, you can just use this. It's so kind of lightweight and easy to use, right? All right. So this is what I explained just now. Fun is the keyword in Kotlin. To make functions, we use the fun keyword and then the name of the function. So as soon as I will click on run button, so JVM will search for the main function, which is here, right? And it will execute this piece of code. So I'm expecting, I have written fun, the function is there, name is main, and inside this function body, I have written println, and I want to print hello world, right? Hello world. If I run this, so you can see I get hello world, okay? And you can add stuff here. I mean, you can keep on writing, I am learning how to develop apps or something like that. And I expect to see it here. I am learning how to develop apps. So you have kind of executed the first program in Kotlin. Whenever we learn anything new, so obviously hello world is the first thing that we write, right? Like in Java as well as C++, Kotlin, any programming language, hello world is the first file that we run for learning any new programming language. So in Kotlin, to create variables, there are keywords. Mainly, there are two keywords which we use. Okay. I hope you already know what are variables. If you know any programming language for that matter, like C++, Java, anything, you would have basic knowledge about what are variables, right? If not, let me quickly explain you. Okay. So, if let's say if it's a box, it's a simple box. Let me give you the example of a recent event. So we were doing shifting, right? And the staff from Agrawal Packers and Movers, what they did, on every cartoon box they were writing some name so that we find it easy to remember kind of in which cartoon what items are there. So they were writing like kitchen or study room, something like that. So for each box they were giving a name, right? So variables are kind of same. They are there to hold the data. Like if five values here inside this box, I can give it the name score, I can call it marks, right? Like you have your unique name, like Aditya, Arjun, Soumya, you have a unique name, right? So in the same way, to hold the data, we give a name to that data. Okay, if I can call it with the name score, and whatever is the value inside this will be the value of that particular name. So yes, simple box is there to hold the data, and each variable has a name to access its data. Perfect. And now the question is, can we reassign it? I mean, if let's say score is equal to 5 in the beginning, can we say score is equal to 10 maybe later on? So yes, there are keywords, mainly two keywords for this, var and val. So if we create variables using var keyword, then it can be reassigned. But if we create variables using val keyword, then it cannot be reassigned. Okay. So the syntax is var name of the keyword. Let's say I want to write name is equal to something, and val name is equal to something. So here I can't here with the help of var I can reassign the value of name. Like let's say if I'm writing abc, so later I can make it xyz as well. Okay, but if you are creating a variable using a val keyword, then you cannot reassign it. Okay, then you cannot reassign it. Let me quickly show you. So let's say I want to create a variable var, and the name is equal to gfg. Okay, name is equal to gfg. Whoops, yes. And if I reassign this to something else, maybe learners. Okay, and if I do print ln here, it will work completely fine, because I know that if I'm creating a variable name using var keyword, then I can do the reassign thing. Okay, and name. So if I run here, hello world, and it is showing me learners, right? If instead of var I try to create the variable name using val keyword, then it will throw error. So the error is val cannot be reassigned. If I am creating a variable using the val keyword, then in that case I cannot reassign it, because val is very much like val is very much like final keyword in Kotlin. Final keyword in Kotlin. In Java, sorry. In Java. It is like you want to create a variable which will remain constant in your project. I mean throughout the project, if there is something which will remain constant, whose value will not change, then you can create it using the keyword val. Otherwise, always prefer using the keyword var. Okay, perfect. So if I again change it to var, so it will work completely fine. And if I, let's say, want to print something else as well, hello Kotlin developers, learning. So you will see here there is kind of no gap between hello Kotlin developers and learning. It indeed makes sense, because here you are using print ln, that is, you want things to be printed after the next, I mean in the next line. Okay, here we are just saying print, that's why there is kind of no new line. Okay, so if I write here, if you give it the instruction that print in the next line only, then yes, it will print everything in the next line. Run, and here we go. If you reduce this space, then it will be all well aligned. So perfect. I mean, this is how simple it is to write code in Kotlin. You have fun keyword, you have name of the function, and inside the function body you have stuff written, right? If you go here, if you click on the Kotlin logo, so you will be redirected to their official page, kotlin.org. So they are saying that Kotlin is concise, cross-platform, and it's kind of fun to write code in Kotlin. And they are giving multiple use cases of it. You can use it for server-side, multi-platform libraries, Android, recommended by Google for building Android apps. Like you can go through their website. They have code labs. They have everything. Kotlin usage. They have highlighted the usage of Kotlin as well. Yes, build your first app in your favorite IDE. So if you click on get started, so they will show you how to install Kotlin. create your application in Kotlin. So you can create your backend application as well as Android application. You can use it for server side coding as well. So multiple use cases are there. Like I heavily used Kotlin for developing applications only, mobile applications, the Android applications. You can use it for multiple purposes, right? And after that, I mean, obviously there are a lot many things in Kotlin. Like in every language, you have for loop, while loop, if else. So many things are there. So all those standard things will remain as it is. I mean, the basic thing that will change is a bit of syntax here and there. Okay, like you got a basic gist of how to create a variable in Kotlin, right? It's so easy. You also know how to create a function. I mean, this is the way: fun, name of the function, parameters, and then body of the function, right? Perfect. These are some basic data types like integer, floating point, boolean, character. These are almost similar, same as any other programming language. And in this as well, you have multiple kind of things like for boolean, true, false. The values are there, then char, string, etc. These are some quick facts about Kotlin. You can take a screenshot of it as well. So Kotlin does not need a semicolon. This is very interesting fact. Like in Java, if you are writing code, so after each statement you have to terminate it um, using the semicolon, right? So here you don't need any semicolon. You would have noticed as well in the Hello World program that I wrote, right? It is null safe. I mean, you don't need to worry about any crashes in your app because of null pointer exception, etc. It is 100% Java interoperable, as well as it has no primitives, but it optimizes their object counterparts. It has properties, not fields. Kind of these are theoretical aspects of Kotlin, and you can take a screenshot of it. And let's say if you are going for giving interviews for any software engineering, role for their Android team or so on, you can kind of go through the basic stuff about Kotlin, because it's important that you know the basic things. If fundamentals are good and strong, nothing is difficult. I mean, basic should be strong, and then you can go on and on to advanced level, right? Perfect. And with that being said, I would now like to take up some of the questions. If you have any questions, let me check the Q&A. Mm-mm. So, yes. So, Suniti, if you can join me in for taking the questions from the audience.
Yeah, hi Soumya. Thanks for the
Yes.
amazing session. It was really very informative, and I hope
Yes.
that now all of us have really understood almost everything about Kotlin Android development. And
Yes.
also, I would like you to tell our audience about the interesting giveaway that we are having.
Yes, yes. So we are having a fantastic giveaway for you all. So basically, we will be giving GFG will be giving free courses to top three participants. So you basically have to write your comment, like in the comment section. You have to tell why the Kotlin Android course by GFG is important for you. Why, like how you will take most out of it. And yes, like GSG team will select the top three participants. So just go ahead, give it a shot. I mean, yes, you'll be getting the course from the top, like course prepared by the industry experts. Yes, I mean, tell us in the comment why you want the Kotlin course, the Android app development course. And yes, GFD team will shortlist and we will announce the winners here only. I mean, in this live session only.
All right. Maybe till then we can take up some of the questions that our audience has posted. So,
Yes,
one question that has been posted is what is the difference between Kotlin multi-platform and Flutter in layman terms?
yes, yes. So, Ayush, thank you for asking that question. So, basically, the different in layman terms you want, right? So, Kotlin is specifically, if I talk about apps, like you said, Flutter and Kotlin. So Kotlin is heavily used for developing the native application. Like if you write code in Kotlin, you will be developing application that will be heavily used for the Android platform only. We know that three types of application, three type of platforms are there, right? Android uh, application that we develop will go on Google Play Store. Then we have iOS, right? Like if you make some application specifically for iPhones, that is the iOS operating system that goes on App Store, that is similar to Google Play Store for iPhone users, right? And then there are kind of cross platform applications are also there. I mean, you write code once and that can be used on all platforms, on all operating systems. So Flutter, if you write code in that, if you use frameworks and language like Flutter, Dart, if you write code in that, that will work on multiple platforms. But somewhere the features of native operating systems are missing somewhere, and that's why for native development Kotlin is heavily preferred. Like for iOS specifically, people go for Swift, Objective C, right? In the same way for Android, Java, Kotlin, these are heavily preferred. So yeah, I mean that's in kind of layman terms. So Maruf is asking, is Kotlin similar to Java? I don't know Java. Will that be a problem? So Maruf, I would say it's not must to know Java before Kotlin, but obviously if you know any programming language for that matter, then it will be very easy for you to grasp the knowledge of Kotlin, right? Like if you have worked in object, or if you have learned any object oriented programming language, it will be very very easy for you to learn Kotlin as well, because the basic concepts like what is OOP concept, inheritance, encapsulation, the theory part, and if else, for all these things remain same in all the languages, right? So it's fine if you don't know Java. I mean, you can start with Kotlin as well. And if you are going to learn how to develop application in 2023, so for native, I would recommend learning Kotlin only instead of Java. So yeah, yes. Uh, okay. Akash is asking, can you tell a roadmap on how to get a good package with Android Dev plus DSA opportunities? Okay. So Akash, like yes, I have been through that phase. I mean, being in college, it's very important to maintain a good balance between development, DSA, everything, right? So how I did it, I started with programming language only. I focused on Java first, and I kind of did DSA in Java. And then obviously you need some projects in your resume. Like projects indeed play a very significant role. There are specific, in some of the companies there are specific rounds dedicated to project discussion and all those things. So for projects, I was quite confused. I mean, should I go ahead with Android, machine learning, web? So web, because many people were learning, I was not sure if I should go with that. So I kind of was very much interested in developing application. So after Java, DSA, I thought of learning Android app development, and I learned Kotlin for this only, and it helped me kind of in plenty of things. I mean, from becoming winner of 8 plus over 8 plus hackathons, to getting freelancing clients. I mean, if you get good clients from US, etc., they pay you, I mean, over 1 lakh for developing a simple application, right? So why won't you do that? So if you know any such skill, like how to develop application, how to develop website, that will be very very helpful for you. So yes, a good balance between DSA, a development skill. The development skill can be anything for you. Like for me, it was Android application, right? Perfect. So I mean, that's kind of a decent way, I would say, to maintain a balance. I mean, you need to see how you can manage your college, like we say, work-life balance. So college, DSA, development balance. I mean, it's up to you how you manage that. And yes, let me quickly tell you about one more thing. That is a kind of gift to you all from GFG only. So they have launched their Android course today. That is Mastering Android Development with Kotlin from beginner to pro. And yes, I mean, in this live session, they will be giving away the course free of cost to three participants. You just have to tell why you want to take this course, how it will be helpful for you. And yes, if you are kind of, it's lucky draw. If you are lucky enough, GFG team will shortlist top three people. You will get the course free of cost. So let me. Can you do the screen share and show the features of the course, Suniti?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I will explain side by side like what all is there in that.
Uh,
Okay, or if you
just
want me to do that, I can do as well. Mm-hmm.
just a second, I'm doing it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
is the screen visible? Let me
Yes.
add. Okay.
Hmm. Yes, so this is the course, kind of well curated from basic to advanced level. If you want to take it up, go ahead, and all the very best. Giveaways going on. So yes, I see people sharing their thoughts why they want the course. Raghuram has written how Kotlin is important, everything about Android development.
We
Cool.
are really having amazing responses, and it is really going to be very tough to figure out
Yes,
three
yes,
lucky winners.
yes.
Meanwhile, I was thinking of taking up one more question that we have here. If you can please tell us about that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is what we are having by Shankar.
So can we create REST? Whoops. Okay, one second. Can we create REST services in Kotlin like we do with Java Spring? So Shankar, like I have used Kotlin heavily for developing applications, for developing Android applications. So I'm not much sure about the REST services part of it, but uh, yeah, I mean might be not sure about this application of Kotlin. So maybe. I need to check on this if we can create REST services as well. Yeah.
So we have one more thing.
So Nitish, okay, you are asking, is it good to learn app development in first year of college? I mean, it's completely up to you. Uh, when I was in first year of college, to be honest, I was not that much aware. I mean, I was lost in the pool of resources, in the pool of languages. I was at the first place confused. Should I learn Python, Java? So first, start with a language. You can start with Java, or maybe with Kotlin as well. Learn a language. Once you have a good knowledge of that, go ahead and you can start working on development as well. But my opinion is, let's say if you are developing applications, okay, maybe music application, and you want to create a playlist, right? So if you don't have knowledge of data structure, so how will you know that which data structure to use to store the music in the playlist, right? So for those things, I would say a basic knowledge, a basic kind of information about data structures is important. Like you should know what queues are, stacks, arrays. So first learn a language, then basic knowledge of data structures. If not too many questions, then at least basic knowledge, theory knowledge. And yeah, you can then get started with developing applications and all those stuff, because in development as well you need at least basic knowledge of what data structures are, because at the end of the day, for your application as well, you will be storing plenty of data, right? So yes, Nitish, I mean, it's up to you. If you have good grasping power, if you can do things in your first year of college, why not? I mean, go ahead, learn the language, do basic study of data structures. If you can, you solve questions as well, and then you can work on development as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Soumya, for clearing all the doubts with so much of details.
Yes,
And
now. Yeah.
yeah, this last question maybe we can take quite subjective, and I guess it is going to have a very futuristic response. If we can just take it back.
Right. So is Android development. So about future, see, I mean, websites, applications, these are such things which will be dead only if we stop using apps or websites. I mean, as a user, if you think, will we stop using, if let's say smartphones are not there, जब smartphones kind of manufacture होना बंद हो जाएंगे, तब apps भी नहीं बनेंगे, right? तो फिर apps की भी ज़रूरत नहीं होगी, and then हम developers की भी ज़रूरत नहीं होगी. सो काइंड ऑफ यू कैन इमेजिन इट इन दिस वे, जो गूगल प्ले स्टोर पे या फिर ऐप स्टोर पे जो यूजर्स का बेस, आई मीन द नंबर ऑफ डाउनलोड्स आर काइंड ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग एवरी डे. सो आई डोंट सी कि एप्लीकेशंस की डिमांड, मोबाइल ऐप्स की डिमांड कम हो रही है कहीं. तो जब तक डिमांड है ऐप्स की, वेबसाइट्स की, तब तक ऐप डेवलपर्स, वेब डेवलपर्स की डिमांड भी बनी रहेगी ऑब्वियसली. सो या यू कैन थिंक ऑफ इट इन दैट वे. So Techie Guide is asking, is Kotlin different from Java? So yes, I mean both are different programming languages. Both have its their own pros and cons. I mean Kotlin is simple, sweet language for developers. It's kind of very I love. I mean using I am using Kotlin since long, and I truly love it. I mean Java is something that has helped me crack interviews, and Kotlin also has helped me earn a lot of money. I mean both of these language, the combination Kotlin and Java, has worked like a charm for me. So yeah, and we also have the list of winners as well, who will be getting the courses free of cost. uh, okay, Priyanshu is asking, will AI surpass Android developers? So a short answer is I don't think so. Because I mean, you can yourself go ahead and ask ChatGPT or any such AI tool for that matter to create any application based on your client's requirement. Let's say you get a client, they are asking to create a application for their startup, and I mean I tried it, and ChatGPT was not able to do it, right? And I mean literally it's it's the same story like when calculator was created. No, people were saying that all the jobs which are related to calculation, that will kind of that will be vanished, but it's not true, right? Still there are people who are sitting in the calculation kind of job, analytics, all those stuff. So no, I mean my feelings are it will not, and rest. I mean we will keep watching how it goes. So the winners for the giveaway who will be getting the courses free of cost are Ayush, Saksham, and Raghuram. So congratulations, all three of you. Many congratulations. Your curiosity to learn new things is incredible. GFG team found your answers very nice, and yes, congratulations. Go ahead, learn new things, create applications, learn a lot, earn a lot. Yes, all the very best. Yes, over to you, Suniti.
Yeah, regarding so first of all, congratulations to all the winners. You have really earned this. And what you guys can do is that all of you can check the description box and you can fill out the Google form that is mentioned in the box. All right. And after 30 to 40 minutes, a team will send you the codes with the help of which you can access this course free of cost. So that is all that all of you can do, and we hope that you all really enjoyed the session a lot. It was really a very informative session. Make sure you are accessing this course by GFG. This is the overview of the course. These are the contents that we are having. All right, and as you can see, the course instructor, you are going to be instructed by leading industry experts, as you can see here. So guys, please make sure that you are accessing the course and you are getting all the benefits that the course is providing us. And thanks a lot, Soumya, for being with us and for giving us such insights about the language. It was really a great session. So anything
Thank
else
you,
you want to
Suniti.
share with us?
Thank you, Suniti, for being a wonderful host, and all the very best to all the students. Yeah, keep learning, keep earning. All the very best, everyone, for your future. Bye bye.
All right, thanks everyone for being with us, and a very big thank you to you, Soumya. Bye everyone, take care.